Hey everyone, I am Amanda from Mandy Lynn Plans. Welcome back for another quick video about the freebie that Hobonichi sent out this year. Since the theme is handwrite, the freebie was the brush pen in addition to the Hobonichi pen that is always included when you order directly from the Hobonichi website. I was really excited about the brush pen this year because I actually use brush pens every single day and I was excited to try it out. So I have been using mine for a while, and the first thing that kind of makes me sad about it is probably pretty obvious. I have been really careful. This is actually my second one already, and the ink, I don't even know how it happens. I don't know if it's the suction, the vacuum that it creates trying to get the pen lid off or what, but ink kind of gets everywhere. So I try and just hold it really far back, but then I lose a little bit of control. So sometimes I've like wiped it off and put my fingers up higher, but anyway, I want you to be aware of that because it is a real thing. And I thought it was just the first pen I tried, and it wasn't. This is already the second one. I did go ahead and just test out. Actually, this is the first time that I had used it on this Tomoe River paper. I use these every day when writing my thank you notes to my customers. So I have been practicing with it, and I will say that compared to the other ones that I use, it did take a little bit to kind of get the hang of this one. It has a little more flexibility than my favorites, and so it just took time. You can really do whatever you want with brush pens. Here I kind of showed you the variance in the writing sizes that you can do. So you can make it super small or get really fat with this one, which is very nice. And I know a lot of people like. I prefer kind of like a medium personally. So those are just kind of some of my first thoughts using it for a couple of weeks now. And then I just also wanted to give you a quick, if you've never used a brush pen before and now all of a sudden you find yourself an owner of one or multiple, what you can do and how you use this. So essentially what you are doing when you are brush lettering is you want to remember to have a very light upstroke to where there's almost no pressure at all. You're just barely letting the pen touch the page, and then whenever you come down you are applying pressure. Now that can be a whole bunch like that, or you can try and just add kind of a medium amount. So as the very first rule is a light up and a thick down. Now some drills that you can do, I've kind of already started doing some of them, so you'll want to just practice. Now I will tell you that this is going to be the hardest. Allowing these small muscles in your hands, you are not used to doing this motion super thin, and I even still struggle to get these super consistent, and I have been brush lettering for a couple of years now. The easier one will be the downstroke, so you can do that probably all day. Just make it fat, right? All right, so then once you get those two, you can put them together. So I recommend starting with the down. No, I don't. Actually, I lied. I forgot. All right, I recommend starting with the thin up and then turning to a thick down. This one is going to be easier for you. And then when you're ready, you can do the thick down to the thin up. Now this one is the one that takes a little bit longer to kind of master. But once you have those done, then you can combine them and you can do a thin up, thick down, thin up. And actually that makes an X if you're wanting to do cursive calligraphy. Okay, so then after you do that, the other things you're going to want to do is make your C's and then backwards C's. Now, depending on if you're right-handed or left-handed, if you are right-handed, this one is going to be easier for you. If you're left-handed, this one is going to be easier for you because you are pushing instead of pulling. So you can make basically, I think, all of the letters or a majority of the letters with just these brush strokes. And you can look up lots of different alphabets if you want online. So you see that I just made a C there, I made them connect, and then I did a down with a tail to make my A. Or similarly, you can do your D in the same way, kind of kick out a little bit and then go down. There are gobs and gobs of free resources online for you. This is just a very basic introduction to the use of brush pens if you're wanting to test it out since you have one with your new Hobonichis. As always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.